Traders, we caught another fade to the downside. Retail sales was negative, industrial production was positive, but the overall movement from February 10th led the way. We did a great one this week. Not productive, only trading 2 times this week, but both were positive, both were in the money. Check this video and see how we did today. Good morning, everyone. Hope all is well. So we're starting to see some activity of February 10th profile since we are out of balance to the upside. Looks like we've been out of balance for the 5 days this week opening. This time out of balance up or higher. Let's see. So we are, IWM is around the POC of February 10th, the top of February 10th's M period, and getting close to February 10th's high, value high. So we're playing around that area with a lot of activity. There is a lot of activity from other participants in this area as prices are going higher and higher into the 227s. We're seeing less and less volume, and we may see a pop because of one report being better than another. Industrial was pretty decent. Was I believe was slightly above the zero mark, above the previous report. So we may see a pop higher, which we're kind of seeing right now. But I'm not seeing any activity up there. As we go 227.27, 227.30, there's less and less volume. So there's heavy volume between 227.24 and 227.20. That'd be interesting to watch. I have 227 puts in my watch list and 226. Right now I have 226 in my active trader because we're not really deep into the 227s yet. If we get a little higher, then I'll switch to the 227s. But I am looking to fade the market because in this area, other participants February 10th actually sold. And then on the 11th, they sold down heavily. So this is an area where other participants felt that IWM was too expensive to buy. So that's on the market profile side. On the order flow, we want to see that happening in real time. So I would love to see us again pop a little higher, and I think we will because of the industrial production report being positive. Hopefully, we won't see a straight drop like we did yesterday morning. Those are tough. But again, 227.20 and 227 24, there's a lot of volume being built up in there. It's making me think that buyers may be getting absorbed up here. In this current candle, we have currently 8,000 buyers, 13,000 in volume, but price is not going anywhere. Just making me think absorption, absorbing buyers. So I'm sticking with the 226 puts unless at open we pop higher first. Maybe a little deeper in the 227s. A little over a minute to cash open. We're starting to see that happening now. Starting to see that fade right back into 227.16, which is the top of February 10th M period. That's a positive sign for us to fade it down, but I want to see it happening at the open. The POC of February 10th is right at 227.05. In a perfect world, I would love us to pop to the 227.46 area and then fade it down. That would be even better. It looks like that may be happening. 226, I'm sorry, 227.30 at the moment. All right, we got about 15 seconds until cash open. I'm expecting to pop first and then fade down, but let's see that happening in real time first. All right. All right, we opening now. All right, that's that pop. Prices on 226 look good. $29 per contract. 227s. I'm gonna switch to 227s because we're 227.50 right now. All right, prices going higher in 227s, but no volume. $51 per contract is really good. So that initial pop that I was expecting is happening as we're popping higher and no volume. $42 per contract on the 227s. I like how we're popping. All right, I'm in 227 puts, $42 per contract. That was a crazy rejection of the 227 price tag. No volume whatsoever up there. All right, I just got my first 10 cent. $56 was 40, I'm sorry, $52 was my first 10. So I'm moving my stop. That was pretty quick of $10. Let's see if we can get the 62. 60 right now. So we just made $10 per contract. That was pretty quick, $42 per contract. Got my 52, $10. Almost at 62, is at 58 right now. That was a crazy rejection of the 227 price tag. Sellers are coming in pretty hot. All right, that should be it right there. It's pushing now. It was. Come on. There's a heavy volume area at 227.32 to 227.28. Yeah, that they were pushing. They'll be pushing now. That sellers are in now. I was at, I almost got that 62. That should have been 62. I'm not sure why I didn't get there. I may just take it all. There we go. Now I'm out. All right, hit the 62 mark. I am $20 per contract, and sellers are still pushing down. Is right now testing the M period high of February 10th and keeps rejecting that. But every time it goes to 220, there we go. Now I'm talking too soon. It's pushing through it now. Sellers are in, they're in heavy. I would take some if you can. For whatever reason, it is, I don't see a lot of, okay, interest. 227.16 seems to be some kind of support or maybe take profit area. It wants to push it through. It keeps hitting that 227.31 area and push down. Right now, the low is 227.09. If you can drop that, then I say the next um resistance would probably be 227.5. Every time it comes back to 227.34, there's more sellers that come into the market. Even at 227.24, there's a lot of volume. Again, they can hide their orders. They cannot hide volume. There we go. Now it's pushing. 227.05, I would probably take everything, maybe even now, because that's another sign of resistance. Okay, I see some of you guys are 58 to 68. That's awesome. Yeah, that M period, for whatever reason, is taking profits there. Every time it hits, it fades up. Not to say that it won't push through it, but yeah, Barry, I'm on voice chat. Okay, the sellers are pushing through. They're still in the game. I would love for them to see past the new make a new low. Again, 227.07, 227.05, they just hit it. That was the first sign of resistance, but they're pushing through it. All right, here's the second 30 minutes. So prices right now are $68 per contract. I would take all if you haven't already because that's a new resistance point at 227.05. Not to say they won't push through it, but you're gonna see some take profit there. Can anyone else hear me? Seems like every day someone says that they can't hear me. Well, someone said, okay, sound is good. All right, cool. 57 was your entry. Yeah, 64. That's awesome. And they're still in the game too. They POC of the 10th, and I mean, that's the first sign of resistance. They're pushing through it. Another sign of resistance right now is deviation 2 to the upside, which is 226.88. If you're still in, I mean, I'm not gonna advise, but I would, if it was me, I would take everything now. Prices are for the 227s are now $71. So even a bad entry would get you profit on this one. This is straight drop. Yeah, they rejected that 227 price tag, which we saw and they're still in. They're still dropping. Unfortunately, there's no way to know how far they're gonna go. Nice. You're very welcome. Friday nice pizza. Awesome. Happy Love Day to everybody too. Okay. And it's still, yeah, that's the second sign of resistance right now, 226.90-ish. I would take it all because you just don't know. When they take profit, they can, they make a lot of investors or traders nervous. And you can see a reversal from there. Just to stop. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, take advantage of it. I'm a hard stop at 20. There's nothing wrong with if you get, take some off the table and move your stop to lock in more profit. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it works out very well. As long as when you take some off the table, you protect it by moving your stop, then there's nothing wrong with that. At that point, you're playing with house money. Yeah, it's still in there too. I wonder how far they're gonna go. The next sign of resistance is the value low of the 10th, which is 226.44. Look like they're starting to take profit at 226.88 though. The great thing about looking at volume and order flow is you know what the bigger players are doing. Again, they can hide their orders, they cannot hide volume or lack thereof. So price went all the way up to 227.68 roughly with no volume, no interest in price and other participants buying at those high prices, just like they did on the 10th. So basically we just playing a big game of follow the leader, seeing what other participants have done, and then you want to see what if they're gonna do the same thing in real time. All right, let me move over to because let me double check. I am out. I have no working orders. So let me move over to the general chat. Any questions? $20 per contract we got today. So for me, this is only 2 days of trading this week, but two good days. Some of you all are this is your third one. So 3 days should have 3 days in profit. So kind of for me, even though Tuesday and Wednesday was frustrating because I want to play, but again, I got to stick to my rules. Today and yesterday makes up for it. All right. So how do you guys do? See, I see Sean 58 to 68. That's awesome. You are very welcome. 58 to 68 again. Okay, cool. Yeah, they're definitely taking profit now. That sign of resistance at the VWAP deviation 2, roughly 226.91 is where they're taking profit. And again, take profit can result in a reversal, panic, $140 in profit. That's awesome. 2 days. You got to change your name from a bad trader to a decent trader now. Futures. I know. See, I had a conversation yesterday about futures with someone, and futures pay. Futures pay. So I've been thinking about it a lot. I just haven't pulled the trigger on switching over. It's the same concept, same way of approaching the market, just using a different vehicle. You did the 227s, yeah. Well, you caught a high price tag, but still good profit though. Why 107? I mean 109. That's high. I think well my entry was $52. You got $109 entry? Yeah, yeah, micros, yeah. Definitely if I jump into it, it would be that for sure. Yep, so now taking profit has reversed the market. Oh, did you get today's? No, he got one. Okay, I see. Yeah, you got tomorrow, Tuesdays technically, because Monday is a holiday. Yeah, you played the high premium for it. That's the only thing. There's nothing wrong with doing the next day or even the next week. If you want to invest that type of money, all you're doing is paying a higher premium. But you don't have to worry about time decay as well. So okay, cool. With futures, there's no time decay, right? Am I thinking about Forex? Oh, you're very welcome, man. Yeah, my purpose is not just for people to follow. If you want to follow, that's great. But also I want to teach as well. No time decay. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, yeah. That's another reason for me to think about switching over. Even though I'm in and out well before 11:30, 12, not having to worry about time decay is great. Yeah, you got to change it right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, my style is really just approaching it like just the simple way possible. I don't know if you all seen the webinar, but the the light bulb for me when it came to trading was how to approach it. It's basically like any other store that you visit or buy items from. The store is the box, like Walmart is the store, it's the market, and then the items inside are the things you trade. And it's up to you and other participants whether that price tag that they put on that item is it worth in value or not. I just try to keep things as simple as possible. Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Ninja Trader you switch it, right? Or is it auto? I know a little bit about it, but not enough to feel comfortable jumping in. I will have to study it some more. I appreciate that. Yeah, I try to be as calm and robotic as possible. Try to take emotion out of it. Because at the end of the day, I'm protecting my account. So if I do take a loss, I'm not blowing everything. Yeah, it's just options is how I learned. I learned on options. I learned on TradeStation. I originally learned to swing trade, but I realized that I'm not a swing trader. No, I'm a one and done. I make my money and I'm out of there. I don't, I don't risk the money I just made. I've done that too many times, being greedy, lose half of all the money that I made, and I'm walking around upset with myself. So I would rather just make my daily income and go about my day. 57 to 64 is not bad. You almost got stopped in your second half. Okay. But you locked in, once you cashed in, you locked in money anyway. So yeah, I mean, $10 is cool. That's that's half my goal. I could still be happy with that, but ultimately I want to make $20 per contract. For the pop, it's because of the report. If you have one report good and one bad, expect prices to pop. You have a group of people that's going to think it's good and the market's going to run, and then you have a group of people who will think the opposite. The difference for me is that I'm following what other participants done in that price point the last time we got there. And that's, again, this is it's really a big follow the leader game or follow the leader. I mean, it's just following what other people have done. Other people felt that IWM wasn't worth that high price tag, so why would I pay for it? Cool. $30 is $30. And then you just get the confidence to buy more contracts. For me, I started off with six, and then I just, added two. Once I felt comfortable with that, I added another two to make it 10, and then so on and so on. And I kind of played with the size of my account. So one loss won't blow half of all my account. And you just get the confidence to add more as you get the confidence to understand what you're looking at. It's a journey. It's a journey, but if you're willing to take the ride, it'll take you places that you know, you couldn't imagine. It's fast. A lot, it's not really so much about time, it's about area. David. And good name, by the way, great name. Uh, it's not so much about time. I mean, it could happen fast or it could not. It's just really focusing on price tags and price areas. It can drop or buy from that area fast when it can't, or it won't. It's about areas of interest or lack thereof. My take profits, I have two take profits. Oh, you're asking about futures. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's interesting. What are you using for take profits on futures? How does that work? Prop firm. Okay. It's mixed for me. Like I hear some good things about prop firms and then I don't. I guess like anything, it depends on which one you use. Yeah, I have a friend of mine who does the futures for IWM. He does well. I need to pick his brain. how he does it. Many do, yeah. Many use prop firms. I guess if you find the right one, they pay out. I've heard so many horror stories and I've been through it myself. So where I just pay cash. I just, put some money in there and play with that. Even though cash accounts can be annoying sometimes because they don't settle until the next day. A lot of times you want your money now, but if you can be patient, you'll at least be able to cash out the next day. Yeah, right. What are they testing you on when you try to do a prop firm? Because for me, the prop firm I use had experience with, they didn't test me at all. They just kind of I just applied and they gave me an account. Right. Yeah, true. I'd rather keep all my profit. Consistency for sure. Yeah, I mean, because I'm a market order, so you may not get the exact uh feel because it's a market order. Market orders are whatever price is available at the time you hit the button. So there will be some kind of delay, even with voice. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and I'll answer you any more questions that come up a little later. I believe what Monday is a holiday, right? So there's no trading on Monday. I believe the markets are closed on Monday. So we'll come back on Tuesday, 2 to 4 points. Okay. That's a futures thing, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take a deeper dive into futures. I got somebody I can ask. So I'll try to pick his brain sometime. But all right, well, that is it for me, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your Friday, a great weekend, and a long weekend because it's a holiday Monday. And we'll see each other again on Tuesday. Have a great one, y'all.